Can you tell I'm a Southern girl?
I can. I was so hoping that you would have a Southern accent. Good morning. Can you hear me? This is going to be a very quiet interview.
Can you hear me?
I gotcha.
Okay.
Hey, any chance you can rotate your camera?
Is that better?
Now your head's cut off.
The background is stupid, though. You're in your bedroom.
Look, I got my dog right here. No, I got some good Southern questions for you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right, let's roll.
Let's go.
Ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching my channel lately, you know about this product that I found on TpT called Love That Dog Poetry Pack. Well, I've been in contact with the author of that product, and we've been going back and forth, and I asked her to join me today for a little 20-question challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so honored to have the one and only Kim Miller from A Love of Teaching. Give her a big hand, everybody.
Thank you.
I don't know if she knows what she's in for. But
I know. I'm a little worried.
we are coming together from California and North Carolina. The wonders of technology.
It's awesome.
2 technology coaches, by the way. Here we go.
Right.
Are you ready? Start the timer. What college did you go to?
Appalachian State University.
Okay, stop the timer. I want to ask you, what is the correct way to pronounce the name of your school?
Appalachian.
That's Appalachian.
Appalachian.
With a short A, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Appalachian.
Okay, start the timer again.
Appalachian.
What is one tech skill that every teacher should have?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Clock is ticking.
I know it's ticking. I think we need to, as teachers, need to stay up to date on what is most relevant at this time. Now, right now in schools, most of them are Google schools. A lot of them are, and so our teachers are learning how to use Google apps, and I think it's really important to stay updated, like how to upload products to your Google Drive, or how to share stuff through email without replying to all, or stuff like that.
So true.
I think it's a wide range. The tech skills are all over the place, but I don't know. I can't pick anything.
We'll come back to this because I want to talk to you about that a little bit later. Okay, ready? Okay. Who is your best friend and when did you meet?
It would be Kelly Price, and we met in 7th grade. She's been my best friend since 7th grade.
7th grade.
Yeah.
Who makes better biscuits, you or your husband?
Me. My husband doesn't make biscuits. I don't make biscuits either.
Where is the furthest place you've traveled?
California.
Really?
Yep.
Southern California?
No joke. Yep. To the TpT conference.
Oh, you were in Anaheim?
Last year. Yeah. No, 2 years ago. Was it last year?
That's so close to me. I think it's 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah. Oh man, we're a little late on the meeting thing here. Yeah. If you couldn't be a teacher, what would you be?
A graphic design artist.
Oh, so many people have said that.
Mm-hmm.
If you were stranded on an island with one album and one movie,
what would it be? Okay, the album would have to be like a mix of songs.
Oh, mixtape.
Oh yeah, have to be, because I like all kinds of music. And for the movie, you know what? I love Pitch Perfect. Those movies, the Pitch Perfect movies.
So I put my hands up to play my song, the butterflies fly away.
They just put me in a good mood. I love Pitch Perfect.
I will let you have a box set for your island.
Oh yeah,
all 3 of them.
Great.
Does liver mush gross you out?
Yes. I've never eaten liver mush.
What is the first thing you'd buy if you won the lottery?
A pool,
Oh, really?
a heated pool, and a
Okay.
hot tub. Yep.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's probably on the top of the list right now because that's what I want
Oh, okay.
right now.
Hopefully your husband is watching then.
Yeah, he's working on a back deck right now.
Who is your biggest teaching inspiration?
I don't know. Oh my goodness, I think it's teaching inspiration.
Who is your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher would be my second grade teacher, Miss Tugman. She was amazing.
What was so great about her?
I don't know. She really scared me at first because she was huge. She was a big, big woman. And but she was so, I don't know. I think it was just her personality and her demeanor, and she was just really good to me. And to all children in general. She was an awesome teacher.
Look at that impact from a second grade teacher. He's still
Second grade still. Mm-hmm.
What is your greatest wish for your students?
Just that they love school. I just want
Yeah.
them to love school because there's
Love
so
school.
many kids now that just dread getting up and coming to school every day, and I think that's so sad.
Yeah. Just the love of learning, huh?
Yes, yes.
What is your teaching superpower?
Probably my technology skills.
Oh, yeah. I
I can
think so.
usually fix things and
Have you ever eaten at Bojangles?
yeah. Do you not have a Bojangles? I ate there last week. I love Bojangles. You gotta keep.
What kind of food do they have there?
You don't have Bojangles?
No.
Oh, it's fried chicken, mashed potatoes.
Oh, man.
They have good fries.
We're
It's
missing
the best
out.
Sweet tea. The sweet tea is really good.
Oh, I was going to ask you about sweet tea. I'm going to cross that one off.
Oh, yeah. Sweet tea.
Okay, instead I will ask you, Sundrop or Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew.
What about Cheerwine?
Yeah, I love Cheerwine. It's the best. Do you have Cheerwine out there?
You know, my viewers are like, what the heck is Sundrop and Cheerwine?
No, I don't know. That's crazy to me that you don't know or that they don't know.
Oh my gosh, this is the best interview
That's insane.
Who was your favorite band when you were in the 4th grade?
Oh, New Kids on the Block.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a popular choice for so many people.
Yeah. Jordan.
Okay.
Jordan was my man.
Oh, yeah, Jordan. He's a great front man.
Yep.
What, you're having lunch with any person in history. Who would it be?
Can I say my grandmother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss her.
Oh my gosh, that's a great one.
Yeah, I'd be my grandmother.
What one item would you grab if your house was on fire?
Besides my kids?
yeah, besides that. Besides
My
that.
dog. My kids and my dog.
What's the best part of teaching?
The best part is the difference that we make every day
Yeah.
in the lives
So
of
fulfilling.
children.
This
Just,
profession.
yes, exactly.
What's the worst part?
The worst part is everything that comes with it, the demands and the paperwork and all of the
Oh, yeah.
restrictions placed on teachers today, and the testing. God, the testing. I don't know what you have out there, but we test students like crazy here, and it's just
We're
ridiculous.
starting next week our state testing.
Do you test all year long, little tests like all year long, like all these? assessments?
Not high stakes like that. Just once.
Well, yeah, one high stake testing, but we have in between we have all of these mid-year assessments and just it's so much. It's just crazy. We test constantly over here.
All right, Kim. Last question.
Okay, I think I failed the 60 seconds. See, I like to talk. I talk too much.
What is your go-to dance move?
Dance move? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I just get out there and rock it. I don't know. I don't have a go-to dance.
I am sorry, but you failed miserably.
I know. I'm so sorry. I knew I would. I'm gonna fail that for sure.
But oh my gosh, how wonderful was it, you guys, to find out a little bit more about this wonderful woman. We're going to talk more right now about Teachers Pay Teachers, because that is what has brought us together. So my first question is, like, what did you think when you first heard about what I was doing?
Your channel?
No, like when I was going to review one of your products and.
Oh, review your. I thought, oh my gosh, what is he going to say? I think I wrote back on one of your videos, like, I hope you like it. Because it was like, oh, what's in there that he might not like? What's he going to say? I didn't know. I didn't know what to expect. But then you wrote me back and you said, I think you'll like it.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, okay, good.
I would never go on, you guys need to know this, I would never go on, because I do reviews of like teacher channels too. I would never bash anyone, because come on, it takes so much to put yourself out there and, open yourself up to that. Like, come on.
It does.
I was like, it was just a really cool thing, because if you watch the video, it was just a totally random search that I found you and.
I know, I watched that. That's crazy.
It was really cool. Like my kids, we're just now finishing it up, and like they have enjoyed it so much.
I'm so really, glad.
Really helped us.
I'm so glad. It's one of my favorite units that I did with
yeah, I had never read that book before, so it was, gosh.
Did you read Hate That Cat?
Well, we need to read it now.
Yeah, it's good. It's not as good as Love That Dog.
Oh, it's not? It's not? Hey, just so you know, Sharon is a viewer of the channel.
Is she? Oh, good. Hey, Sharon. I love your books. You're a great author. She is, really, she is.
Okay, let's see. Did you know that there was a whole teacher community on YouTube? Do you watch anybody?
Yes, I did know that. Lots of teacher vlogs out there.
Yeah. We're a super tight group, as your Teachers Pay Teacher group is too, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are.
What? How did you get started? How'd you get started in this?
Well, it was in 2012, and I was.
Oh, you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, I have, and I was just sitting on the porch one afternoon, and I wanted a new car. I just wanted a new car.
That was it. That was the inspiration.
I was searching on Teachers Pay Teachers for some of my fourth graders for some lessons. I was like, what the heck am I doing? I can do this.
Yeah.
And I love creating, because when I went to at ASU when I first started ASU in college, I was there as a graphic design artist.
Oh.
Yep. And I just didn't feel like I fit in the arts department. And so I started rethinking what I was doing, and somehow I ended up in education. I didn't go to ASU to college to become a teacher. I went to be a graphic designer because I love designing and I love creating. And so I was just sitting on the porch, and I thought, heck, I can do this. What am I doing? So I just started looking at some of the things that I had made for my classroom, and I just started working that afternoon, and before I knew it, I had a product uploaded, a store, and my store was up, my product was uploaded, and I was ready to go, and I just took off from there. It come natural to me, and I enjoyed it. That's the main thing. You gotta enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. I love creating. I love working on the computer, and that's what I do in my spare time. I'm constantly creating and working and making resources for teachers, because I know what it's like to not have time to do that. I know what it's like to be put for time, and you need something, and you need it to be well designed. You need it to be professional looking. Yeah. You need it to be polished. So, and I like that aspect of it. So I kind of get the best of both worlds. I get to be the teacher part of it, and put my skills in there that I've learned as a teacher for making those resources. And then I get to pull in that graphic design side of it
Yeah.
and make it look good. And
Yeah.
make it, you know.
Yeah.
My
That shows
favorite
that
thing
you
to
really care
do-
about your kids. Like
I
you
do.
care about the product that you're going to put in front of them and use.
I do. And you know, it needs to be something that kids are going to enjoy doing.
Mhm.
And it needs, like you said before, when you were looking for my Love That Dog resource, you wanted something that was high quality, that was engaging, that pulled out those higher level thinking skills besides just, you know, like a crossword puzzle. I mean, you want those resources to be something that really makes an impact, because you're impacting children all over the world.
Yeah.
You are impacting students and teachers all over the world. So,
Wow, it's getting a little
I've
dusty
started-
in here.
I'm sorry. And so I just started doing it. It came easy to me. I enjoyed doing it. I like doing it, and I just kept going. And so here I am today, and I got my new card.
Oh, I was gonna ask.
Well, I wanted a new card, but I didn't want to. You know, teachers don't make a lot of money here, so I didn't want to go into too much debt, because you know you're on a budget as a teacher.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you really have to budget.
Yeah.
And so my husband told me, he said, "You make enough to make that car payment every month, and we'll go get it." And
Oh, look at him.
I proved to him in very short time that I could do it.
So now you just got to make enough for your pool and your hot tub.
That's right. That's right. That's the goal. There's a lot of things I want. You should see my honey-do list. Bless his heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you visited Kim's page, but you should go check it out. It's a love of teaching. You just look up Kim Miller too if you want.
Yeah.
It goes on for days, guys, just scrolling and scrolling, like so many resources on there. It must have taken you 7 years to create.
Well, yep. Pretty much. And you know, if I didn't teach full time at the same time as I was creating, it would be so much more.
Yeah. I was telling you that I just interviewed Jen Jones.
Yeah.
And she was talking to me about how she would go to work and then she would come home, and she was trying to get her master's too at the same time. And she would work until 2 a.m. on this stuff every single day.
I pulled nights where it was 3 o'clock in the morning before I ever went to bed. 2,
Wow.
3 o'clock. Yeah.
So can you take us through your process of when you come up with an idea? Like what do you have to do until it gets put onto your page?
Like I said before, when you put a resource up for sale, you have to make sure that it's error-free as much as possible. I mean, you know, a teacher doesn't want to buy a resource and share with students that have a bunch of errors in it. So after that, I work for days, sometimes weeks, on it at night when I get home after we fix dinner and everyone's ready and in bed, ready for the next day. I'll sit down and I will work till sometimes after midnight, sometimes 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. As I'm getting older, I can't do it anymore.
Can't pull those all-nighters anymore.
I'm getting older and I can't handle it anymore. So I'm having to put it up a little earlier so I can actually get up in the morning. But so I'll work on it for a couple of weeks, and then you know, we'll go through the editing process. I'll print it several times. Print, read over it, edit, you know. And then I'll make a cover. I have to make a cover. That's my favorite part, because I think that's the graphic design part. I can make covers all day. So I make the cover. You know, you got to make it eye-catching. It's not going to sell on TpT if you don't make it eye-catching. So you got to have a nice polished cover, and get my copyright in there, and give credit to, you know, any clip art that I've used, any other resources, and then put it up for sale.
This is good.
There's a lot more to it than that. It sounds so easy, but there's so much of the technical side of it, because you have to create a preview, and you know, you gotta have that preview, right?
That's right. No preview.
That's right.
No purchase.
No purchase. That's right. So you gotta have that preview, and then you gotta have it in a secure PDF. So you gotta have the program on your computer to secure a PDF so that it can't be stolen. and
Yeah.
sold somewhere else, or clip art can't get taken off of it that you've used. So you got to secure it, and it's a long process.
This
it's
is
something that I had to learn along the way. I didn't know that at first.
this is a good talking points for everybody that's interested in like getting into this, or if you've just started. Like, it's a process. Listen to the process that it goes through. Like you're saying that it doesn't sound like a lot, but everybody else is thinking, oh my gosh, really? It takes that much effort? And yeah, it really does. If you looked at Kim's page, like everything on there is such high quality. You can see why she is so successful on there.
Thanks.
Do you have merch?
No.
You need like hats and t-shirts and stuff.
I do, don't I? No. Who would buy that? Me?
I would buy one.
Oh, thank you. No, I don't.
Okay, let me see. Where am I at?
I make teacher t-shirts though.
Oh, you do?
T-shirt store too.
Is that where can we find that?
That's on Redbubble.
Okay.
Or Spreadshirt. It's just t-shirts for teachers.
Send me the link and I'll put it in the description.
Okay, I will. I'll send it.
Okay, so what's next for you and your store, and where are you going from here?
Well, right now I have a list, an ongoing list. I keep a list of resources that I want to create next. And I'm not in the classroom anymore, so I'm in the computer lab. So it's a lot harder for me to know what teachers need that are usually my resources are for 4th grade teachers, but I do range from 3rd to 5th, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to make my resources span at least across those lines, across those grade levels. So I do have a running list. I have a lot of buyers that request items from me, that request resources. So they'll send me a message and they'll say, could you make this? Could you make that? So I add that. And so I do have some things that I'm working on for buyers right now. There's several that have requested a 5th grade summer skills pack.
Oh yeah.
That they could send home with their students at the end of the year. And then some just want to use it as a review at the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
So I'm working on that right now. So I have one for 3rd and 4th, and so I've had several 5th grader teachers have seen that I have it for 3rd and 4th, and they're like, I really need this. Can you make it for me? So I'm working on that right now. Almost got that finished. I'm finishing that up. And then last summer I worked on a lot of decor, classroom decor. That's really
fun. I saw that on there.
Yeah, teachers love that. So I worked on some decor stuff, and I may do another set of decor this summer. I don't know. We'll see.
Because your classroom has to be cute, right, guys?
It does. Yeah. And right now for May is one of my biggest selling months because I have a lot of fun end of year things that teachers just really like.
Oh yeah. Like your awards and.
The awards are huge. They are huge, and they're edible. And so I have a friend, Monica Parsons, that I work with at school, and she's a TpT'r also, and she is really good at creating edible PDFs. So I turned it over to her and I asked her if she could please just make my awards in editable version. And so now teachers, all they have to do is type in the date and their name and the school, and it auto-populates on every award automatically.
Oh, that's
awesome. So you don't
awesome.
have to print and fill it all out. It just all does it for you automatically. It's so cool. And then there's a list of the awards on one page and all the awards listed. And you just put the student's name beside the award you want to give them, and it auto-populates throughout that PDF.
Love it.
And so it's just one print, and you're
That
done.
is great. That is great.
And I have 3 sets of awards. I have academic certificates, which are like perfect attendance, AB honor roll, good citizen, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And then I have candy bar awards, which are fun. And then I have superlatives. End of year superlatives, which are fun. Those are always just fun end of year. Those sell really well right now. And I have a teacher report card that is a big hit. And let me tell you, it's an eye opener. It's an eye opener. The kids are brutally honest.
They are.
You should do it.
I'm gonna do that one. I gotta do that one.
Send it to you, and I
I'm gonna do it. I'm
let
gonna
me
do it.
know.
I
I know it'll
will.
be great. They love you. You'll be awesome. But it's really fun to read their responses. So, and then I have a memory book, an end of year memory book right now that's selling well, and it's for all grade levels.
That's awesome. When did it how long did it take for it to really start taking off for you?
Yeah. So once you put, so when I first started out, it's slow. It's really slow. And I don't know if you've ever, you don't have a store, do you?
I do, but I just kind of throw stuff on there. I don't take weeks to do it. It's more like minutes.
Oh, okay. We need to work on your polish.
I know we do. That's why I'm talking to you, Kim. That's why we're friends now.
That's right. I'll help you. You help me on my video skills. All right. So when I first started out, I don't know if you have the app on your phone, the TpT app. You'll get a cha-ching when you sell something. So every time I get a cha-ching, I trained my 4-year-old to say, "Thank you, Jesus." So for years, every time it would cha-ching, the whole family would be, "Thank you, Jesus, thank you." So it's because it's slow starting out. It takes several years to work up. I'm to the point now, and I've been here for probably about a year, where I could leave the classroom, I could leave teaching, and I could do TpT full time, and be just fine. So I've worked hard to get to this point.
Yeah, you have.
But I have 2 more years. I'm going to get to 20 years.
Yeah.
And at 20 years, the state of North Carolina will pay for my insurance, my health insurance. And and that's, for the rest of your life. So,
yeah.
I mean, you don't know what's going to happen with health insurance, and it's insane trying to get health insurance at this point. So,
and then your whole family will say, "Thank you, Jesus."
Yes, they will. But like I said, my husband is working right now on a back deck, but he's also working on building me an office, so that when I do get to that point where I can leave the classroom, I'll have an office to work in. And it's going to be outside of the house, so I can leave the house and work outside the house. And I'm so excited. That is my goal. That is my dream. My dream is to work from home, to create resources for teachers that save them time, and to really make an impact in classrooms and with children all over the world.
2 years is going to fly by.
I hope so. I love what I do. I love what I do, but I'm so ready for this new adventure in life. So
that was my last question. Any aspirations to go full time with this? And
yeah,
you answered it. Look at that.
That's my goal. All right. So I have a friend, Shelly Reese. She is my best friend online, I guess you could say, because I've made so many online friendships through TpT, and I love her. So she has a course called Becoming a Teacher Author. And it is really good for teachers that want to start selling on TpT. She breaks everything down for you. It's a wonderful course. It is so easy. It's all about building your store and actually creating an income off of resources that you create on Teachers Pay Teachers. And you can find it at bit.ly /TP School. bit.ly /TP School. But her name is Shelly Reese. You can also find her on Instagram, Shelly Reese on Instagram, REES.
Let's go check her out, you guys. Let's go check it out. I know so many of you are interested. Could somebody that already has a store that maybe was interested in upping their game a little bit get anything from this course, you think?
Absolutely. Yeah. She is great. Shelly's great. She is right there for you at all times. You message her, she's right back on it. She really wants you to be successful as a seller, but her course is wonderful, and she's really nurturing to her students.
Okay, let's go check it out, you guys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you enjoyed this so much. So many great tips and advice for you guys that are interested in starting a Teachers Pay Teachers store. And just know, like, it's taken Kim 7 years to get to this point. So it's not going to happen overnight for you. Be patient and
it's slow.
Train your kids. Guys, train your kids. Turn on the notifications, train your kids.
That's right. Thank you, Jesus.
So thank you so much for coming on my show. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to try more resources from you. I'm so glad I met you and that we're friends now.
Thank you. Me too. This has been great. I love it. Thank you so much.